Hi, I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and welcome to my channel. And today, I wanted to start a little series on dressing this doll from start to finish, and how I adjust my pattern and to fit, because as I've said before, no doll's the same size. You can get the same length of doll, but they're all different shapes. So with my pattern book, there's a page, one of the first pages is what measurements you should take on your doll, and they're all here. And then, so I have taken the measurements on this doll, and it's about a 14-inch doll, and we can start with the hip and the waist, and I like to take a measurement across the top of the chest here, between the arms, the shoulder, and to get the depth of the neck, just take something and put it here and measure the depth to the shoulder, from in here to here. For the arm, I like to take the underside of the arm, and that's 1.5, but the measurements really doesn't mean anything because your doll would be totally different. And where you want the pant to come, whether you want a little short pant or whether you want a long one. But if you take the inside seam measurement, is quite different than the outside. What am I missing? You can take the head measurement around like this and around this way. So I have taken the measurements on this doll, and now I want to find a pattern. Now this pattern looks huge for this doll, but it is for a 14-inch doll, or 13, 14-inch doll. And I have another one. Let's see, open this other book. And this also is for a 14-inch doll. Well, I took the measurement from the waist to the front seam, or the crotch seam, and it was 3 inches. So I measured this, and this is 3 inches. So this is the shape I want for the front. And the leg, I wanted about 1.5 inches. Well, it's easy to shorten it, so I'll just trim it across here. But the back seam is about 1 inch longer. And of course, this is too wide. So I want from the front seam around to the back about 5 inches. And that gives me a little bit of ease and a little bit of a front and back seam. So I want 10 inches. So what I have done, I have traced this seam off my pattern in here and made it tick where this was to go. Then you know the old trick, you draw a pencil line on one side and go over that pencil and it'll mark on here. And that's what I did. And it showed up. So then I took and I measured from here up to the 4 inches. If you can see that. So then all I had to do was draw a line from the 3 inch to the 4 inch. And that's sloped. So this gives me the extra for the back. And then I measure down my 1.5 inches, I think, yeah. And then I go across. I just line this up here. And that's my pant pattern. So it's not hard to do. You just have to, and you see, this is for quite a big chunky doll, but you can use that pattern for a slim little doll as well. And you can make the leg any length you like. So that's my pattern for my pant. Now I want to find a pattern. Let's see. For my petticoat and my dress. So I'm going to make the yoke. And this pattern is really close to the size, but it's a wee bit short. So I trace the pattern out here on this piece of paper. And where are my measurements? So I want the chest across here 4 inches, so I need this 2 inches from here to here. And that's pretty much right on. And then I need 3 inches from here to here. But I don't have enough on here for a seam. So I'm going down here and drawing the seam. And I add 1/4 inch here. And this will be, and from here to here is 1.5 inches. Yeah. So this is right on. So the only measurement I had to change was the length in the bodice. I'm hoping you can see that. Maybe I should be drawing it a little bit deeper. Darker pencil. And from, if you use this, and then you need this doll is 3/4 inch from here to the, so that's what I need for a depth of neckline. So this is a 3/4 inch in here. 3/4 inch. And then for the back, all I have to do is add this extra 1/4 inch on here. And the back will fit. So it's, and then for the sleeve, I found a sleeve in my pattern book here. And that's what I find about this book. They're all different sizes, but there's different sleeves will fit different. But this one, I wanted this an inch and a half. An inch and a half, and that's for my seam allowances to fit in here. And it's a little puff sleeve. So the pattern is all set to go. Now if I wanted a long sleeve, I would just extend this down. But I wanted just a short, puffy little sleeve. And I always make a little nick up there so I know where the center is. So that's fine. Now I got my pants pattern and everything, and I have cut them out. This is my pant. Well, no, this isn't the pant pattern. I have to cut it out, right? It's another one I used. This is the bodice, and this will be the back. So those are my pieces. And now, next I will start sewing the pants together. But I'm going to cut it out now, the pieces, and I will be back. Thanks for watching. Be sure and join me on the next one. Bye now.